Porter, how tough is it to address the locker room after a night like this?
Very tough. Very tough. Because it's I'm disappointed that the way we came out in the second half. And I thought in the first half we did some things game plan wise. We got some shots. Some didn't fall. Overall we said, hey, we got some good looks against them. We were within striking distance, and the starters, it was indicative of how we started defensively. And offensively, both ends. So it was very hard. But the bottom line is, Bob, we had to play really well to beat Texas Tech tonight. We needed a lot of really good performances to beat Texas Tech tonight, and we didn't have them. So whether you lose by that much or this much, it's a loss. You got to put in the bank. We got to move forward. You get their minds right. So it's hard because at one moment you want to be like, I'm upset at a lot of things, but on the other hand, we've got to move past this. We got Oklahoma State coming up Saturday, a huge game, and we got to move past it.
Appreciate it, Porter.
That is tough. That's a tough dynamic because you want to get after it a little bit. You just got to. Best thing is let's get out and regroup.
We'll go Eric Bailey with the next question.
We're kind of on the same thought process. There's been tough games in the past. There's been some blowout losses as well. Where do you find that balance between tough love, between challenging the team, between just flushing it, resetting, and moving to the next game? Where does that balance lie?
There's no magic formula. It is a balance because, these guys are fragile. We got some young kids in here. We got a lot of guys that have never had to play the role they're playing. And we need some guys to play a leadership role, a star player role. And so a lot of them are new. So it is fragile. We've got some young guys that are, it's very new. It's very hard to play in that as a young, true freshman. So it's a fragile balance because I got high standards of what I wanted to do. We expected to win this game. We came in here at halftime. We expected to play well in the second half, to do some things better. We talked about what do we got to do better in the second half, and we didn't do it. And it was indicative of the first play of the game, or second half. We turned it over. We got eaten up on physicality when we talked about that at halftime. We turned it over. We just had an unexcused turnover. And then all first half, Williams and O'Banner, we were making them catch it off the block. We were winning the battle of the catch. Williams caught it both feet in the paint. And then we were doubling and stunting the whole first half. And everyone just stared and looked at Bryson Williams take Tanner one-on-one. And that was indicative of us staying with what we were supposed to do game plan wise in the second half. So, but the bottom line is, when you say blowouts, we've had two now. Both came in the second half. Both in the first half, we played well, and we need depth, everything to get us through the second half. I think when the starters get exhausted, their play goes way down, and we got to find that balance. But whether it's a 2-point loss against Kansas or an overtime loss against Texas, you got to put in the bank and move on.
Porter, thanks so much for your help. Appreciate it.
Ryan Chapman with the next question.
Hey, Coach, along those same lines, in the second half, first time you guys played him, you did a really good job of running out in transition defense after turnovers, held him to only 3 points off of your guys' turnovers in the first half. In the second half, it kind of snowballed. What kind of happened there as far as, was it just the exhaustion that had kind of set in with the starters to have that snowball to where they got 23 points off turnovers in the second half?
Yeah, our transition defense was terrible. We had a lot of turnovers. I'm supposed to have 2 or 3 guys that when the shot goes up, we get back, we make our wall transition. We didn't do that in the second half. I thought we did in the first half. I thought we stuck to the game plan in the first half. And I thought, guys just tried to take over themselves. And that's guys, different roles. The guys you just went down the line. All of a sudden, Tanner did a spin move into the thing. And then Jordan went 1-on-3. And then the next thing Jalen, it just snowballed in the second half with that. But for us to get our transition offense going, it's hard when they scored every time. We couldn't get any stops.
James Hale with the final question for Coach.
Porter, I hope you can find some offense in the next 3 games. It was a 7-minute from the last of the first half to the beginning of the second. They went on a 19-0 run. You guys couldn't find an answer. I know that's frustrating for you, but I love the way you're talking positively about moving forward. That's got to be one of the biggest things, trying to find some offense in the next 3 games.
I'm 100 with you, James. I'm aware of it. We understand we need some offense. We need some guys playing well, shooting well, creating well, and we need some depth coming in. Yep, we definitely need some guys to step up, make some shots, and get some offense going.
You've often talked about Tech and their defense. Their defense is pretty special, isn't it? The way they do things and the length and things that they have all over the court.
Yeah, they're older too. I mean, they didn't play a lot of younger guys in the thing. They're older. They're very, very physical. They're very long. They start like everybody's 6'5", 6'6", and bigger. So when you switch everything with that length and that veteran physical bodies, it's very, very tough. And they were extremely physical. They play extremely hard, but they're so long. I mean, look at their length, and they come in with length. And and they switch everything, and they get into your body, and they're elite defensively. So like I said, we had to play really well in this building with that crowd getting going. Elite atmosphere. And they had it going, and we couldn't get any offense going in the second half, and that snowballed our defense.
Thanks, Porter. Good luck against Oklahoma State.
Thank you.
We've got time for one more question. We'll go to Grayson Blaylock.
Hi, Coach. What do you feel this does to your chances of making the tournament?
We got opportunities. We got Oklahoma State at home, West Virginia at home. We got Kansas State on the road. We got the Big 12 tournament. It would have been a great notch in our belt for the NCAA tournament. But we got a lot of ball left. Don't count us out. We got a lot of ball left, and so we got every Big 12 game's an opportunity. I know I get it. We got to win some of these. Starting with Saturday. So we got opportunities. We got great opponents that can thing. We got 3 regular season games in the conference tournament. So we got some ball left. We're don't count us out.
For more information, you can visit tulsaworld.com.